Who are you taking advice from? Who is course correcting you in the wrong direction? Who is making a negative impact on your life? What is bad advice costing you? With all the opportunities that exist today, why haven't you reached your next level of income, life, and wealth? In most cases, we've been lied to. We've been told that if you find the right opportunity and you work hard, you can be successful. And that's simply not true. Millionaires, billionaires, and successful people have realized you need the foundation for wealth, the habits. And that's exactly what you'll be learning on the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. All success starts here. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Millionaire Success Habits podcast, where we go upstream and anchor in the foundation, the rules, the habits for success. So awesome to have you here today because I want to talk about the most costly advice in the world. That's the most expensive and has the most impact. And guess what that is? That's bad advice. Bad advice is the most costly advice in the world. It has the most impact. Bad advice is what makes us hesitate from taking action. It's your single, miserable friend telling you how to treat your girlfriend or your boyfriend, what you should do in your relationship. It's your miserable friend who's got a job they hate, but telling you you're crazy to start your own thing. It never work, not in this economy, because you don't have the money, those types of things. Bad advice is also bad. I'm using the word bad a lot, right? It's also bad because it's cumulative, right? It's not like, if you're watching me or listening to me, that means you're someone ready for another level of life. You're not settling, you're not sitting around. I give you all the credit in the world for that. You're probably 2% of the world who literally seeks out capabilities and goes for it. Congrats. But here's what can happen. Because you're that person, people will try to tell you that you're crazy, that it won't work, that it's not the right timing, okay? And you go, nope, I'm doing this. I'm set. I'm anchored. I'm listening to Dean, Tony, Brendan, all these great people out there, these great influences, old school, Earl Nightingale, right? Dale Carnegie, whatever it is that you do, or just maybe you're being mentored by someone. So you got this and you got it. But then the bad advice builds up. And all of a sudden, one day, it just hits a tipping point and you go, maybe I am a dreamer. Maybe I should settle. Maybe everyone else is right. No, they're completely wrong. They are wrong and you are right. Will you fail? Absolutely. Will you get rich overnight, be happy overnight, have abundance overnight? No. Will you build wisdom overnight? No. But they're wrong because they're afraid to step out, so they're just projecting their life on you. I got to tell you a story. This is true. So I did an infomercial, I know, probably over 10 years ago now, where I had a private jet and I flew all around the country and we stopped in all these little cities where I had students whose lives were being changed from my real estate courses at the time. So amazing show. It looked like a reality show and it just came out brilliantly awesome before people were doing stuff like that. And it was an infomercial. This is before all this stuff was online. I'm not kidding. I don't want to seem old, but I guess I'm a little bit, whatever. Excuse me. So I get done with the show, it's gorgeous, we play the show, and everybody loves it, but it's not doing what it was meant to. It was meant to create book sales, to sell people in one of my books. My New York Times bestselling book at the time was Be a Real Estate Millionaire, it was Be a Real Estate Millionaire. So, launched the show, it's a flop. Now, I'm like, wow, I missed something. So it's okay, I missed something. So then I go to Park City, Utah, where I had a mastermind scheduled with high-level students. These were people that were already doing deals, wanted to learn how to go from doing real estate to being in the real estate business, right? Not just doing deals, but running a business. So had this great mastermind, and I get in a room, it's a smaller room, they paid a lot of money to be there, and we're going around the table, and that's what triggered me, is the reason most of them weren't going to another level is because of one thing was the common thread. It was bad advice. There was people telling them, oh, it's not the right economy. Oh, hey, listen, be happy you're doing a couple deals a month. Don't try to make this a business. Don't go full time. Don't try to recruit your wife or your husband to get involved with you. Don't tell friends. So I'm going around the room and they're not saying I can't find deals. They're not saying I can't find the money. They're not saying I don't know how to rehab or whatever strategy they were using. the majority of the people in the room were talking about bad advice. So I spent a day at a real estate mastermind with high-level people, not talking about anything to do with real estate, overcoming bad advice, the most costly advice in the world, the one that has the most impact, negative impact. So I get all fired up. I'm like, damn it, people are stopping my students from going to the next level with bad shit advice, for lack of a better word. So I come home. I just had that infomercial flop. I tell my team, I'm passionate. I'm fired up, just like I am right now. I'm fired up. Set up, I want to just talk to the camera for a half hour for an infomercial. No one had ever done this up to this point. And like, what do you mean when I talk to the camera? I'm like, and they said, well, our new set's not ready. We had just moved in a new building. I'm like, I don't care. Take a bookshelf, put some books on it, turn on the camera. I just want to talk. I got something I want to share. I did an infomercial for a real estate book, and the majority of that show was talking about not taking bad advice. And I said something. I was in flow state, right? I'm in the show, like I'm talking right now. I'm driving, I'm paying attention, but I'm in flow with you. And I'm like, most costly advice in the world is bad advice. I said, listen, I didn't even remember saying this. I said, listen, I love my parents dearly, but they've been married 9 times between them, 5 and 4. I said, when I want love advice, when I want information about a lot of things, I ask my mom and my dad. When it comes to marriage advice, I don't ask my parents because they suck at it. They only know how to do it wrong. Stop taking advice from people who aren't qualified. Stop taking advice from people who failed miserably because they only know how to do it wrong, and they're bitter. So I said that. Now I meant it. It came from my heart. I love my parents. They're amazing. But I don't want marriage advice from my parents. Anyway, long story short, I forget about it. The show goes on to be a monster hit. It was one of the first infomercials ever created where there was nothing fancy, no fancy graphics, no announcer, nothing, just me in front of a bookshelf talking to the camera. That show went on to be a record breaker. But I forgot I said that part. And one day I get a call from my mom. This is no joke. And I pick up the phone. I'm like, hey, Mom. And she's like, really? I'm like, what's up, Mom? She goes, oh, I saw your show today. You really had to tell the whole world that your parents were married 9 times. Do you know it was her favorite aunt, Dorothy. She goes, do you know Aunt Dorothy thought I was married twice until now? And so the thing is, I feel really bad that I got in flow state. And I said that, and I totally forgot. But I didn't feel bad that I made an impact on people. And true story, I bought my mom a new car 2 days later. Yes, I love my mom, and I wanted to say I'm sorry. But even though that's a silly story, it's true. And the fact of the matter is, who are you taking advice from? Who is course correcting you in the wrong direction? Who is making a negative impact on your life? What is bad advice costing you? If it's not coming from someone qualified, someone who has been there and done it, then throw it away. It's not good advice. It's bad advice, the most costly advice in the world. That's my message for today. I love you guys being here. Appreciate you so much. If you like it, tell everybody about it. Like it, share it, whatever you got to do to get the message out there. The world needs these foundational pieces for success, these magical money machines all over online. I'm not trying to be rude. I know I say that word all the time. I just want you to have the core of success. Go upstream, anchor it in, make it happen. And if you haven't taken my free 30-day challenge, go to thebetterlife.com. Thebetterlife.com. You probably took it, but if you didn't, it's only 2 minutes a day. Tiny little shifts you can make for a massive impact at the end. Plus, I give away stupid, crazy things like my Tesla. So, go to thebetterlife.com. Keep listening. Be here every week. Appreciate y'all. See ya. What's up? What's up? Hey, before you go, you need to watch these next few videos. They're absolute game changers. Hurry up and click right over here and watch them, and I'll see you there.